Welcome to Keeping in Sync with Microsoft 365 for this week, the 1st of May. Getting ever so close to my birthday. I hope you've bought me a great present. Now, apologies, no video last week as I was traveling back to Australia, a little bit tired, so didn't look that gorgeous on camera, but now you've got me looking in my beautiful bald beauty. Starting off as always with a reminder that dates may change and certain settings may be turned on or off by default, which may or may not be to your liking. So we'll see what happens there. Now, if you're not aware, Microsoft Stream is being retired very, very soon. In fact, on May 15th from this year, 2023, you will not be able to upload any videos to the platform. And from February 15th next year, 2024, the entire platform will be shut down with all content inside of it being deleted. Microsoft is not going to be migrating this content for you, but has made tools available for your IT department to do this for you. If it's something that you are super concerned about, reach out to them, and if they need some help, they can reach out to us. Now, starting off with Microsoft Forms, something that doesn't really get a lot of attention these days is a new feature that will allow you to provide with respondents the ability to edit responses after they've been submitted, but only if the form is still open or a quiz. If the form or quiz has actually been closed due to date, or you've actually selected that it's closed, then they won't be able to edit their responses, and the answers actually won't be able to be accessed after the form or quiz is removed or closed. Now, it is important to note that it is also an IT-based setting as well as a user setting. So keep in mind to find out that you might find that your forms may be enabled for edit by default, which means you need to turn them off, or the other way around means you need to turn them on. This is rolling out early to late May. Now, Loop components are a live, interactive, collaborative objects that you can embed in Teams chats and also now in emails. So when you send a Loop component, everyone in the email that can view it in line can see changes instantly and make edits. What that means is you can collaborate directly inside of an email message and now on Outlook Mobile. So you'll see a live preview of the Loop component with changes being made across any supported apps synced instantly, and then it simply be able to edit in the Microsoft 365 Office mobile app, which technically should be called Microsoft 365 Apps app, or the Loop mobile app. This is rolling out early to late May. Now, for users on an iPhone, you can tune out for the next few seconds as you've had this feature since 2019, so you get to load it up for a little bit. But for folks like myself on Android, we will soon be seeing up to 3 suggested folders when moving an email on mobile. Now, folders will only be surfaced when Microsoft, or the service, not somebody sitting in the back room, is confident that they'll be able to, that folders suggested will be helpful to you. So it's quite possible that you actually won't see any suggestions on certain emails. This is rolling out early to mid-May. Now, also in Outlook Mobile, you'll soon start seeing reminders appearing at the top of your mobile inbox for messages that Outlook detects may need a reply, but that haven't been replied to for at least 3 days. Now, these reminders disappear after you reply, or you can actually swipe to dismiss them entirely, or you can actually just disable the feature entirely from the app settings. This is rolling out early May to early June. Now, on the kind of lesser appealing side of things, the nasty side of the web, an email is when you've historically visited your email quarantine, if that's something that you actually do, and you ever customize your columns or filters, then that, unfortunately, that would be reset next time you visited. If you didn't know that you could do that, now you do. Now, this particular update will actually mean that those views will be saved so that next time you go back to your quarantine portal, it will actually appear the same way as it was the last time. This actually rolled out in late April, so get to your quarantine. Exciting stuff there. Now, in a previous video, I mentioned that the intelligent meeting recap functionality was coming only to those with Teams premium licenses, but stop, don't go anywhere. This functionality is actually also coming out somewhat to the Microsoft 365 feed, especially for those who don't actually have the Teams premium license. Now, for those without the Teams premium license, they will see a list of speakers a quick link to the full meeting recap and recording, and soon also this will be visible in the Outlook mobile feed, as well as showing files that relate to the meeting, and it is rolling out early to mid-May. Remember, don't need to have Teams Premium to see some of this stuff. Now, workflows in SharePoint have been around for many years, in fact, over a decade, and those in the 2010 version, have long stopped working. So if you had a SharePoint 2010 environment and it was migrated to SharePoint Online, those workflows stopped. However, it's now time for SharePoint 2013 workflows that came from a server environment to online to go the way of the dodo as well. Now, there's no need to run and panic as the sky is not falling and you have just shy of 3 years to address this, as these will need to be migrated over to Power Automate, as the workflows will stop working on April 2nd, 2026, after April Fool's Day, so you don't go, haha, it's not working, very funny Microsoft. It's the next day, just to be sure. Now, what that does mean, even though you've got just shy of 3 years, don't leave it for 2 years and 9 months to get it going. And if you don't know what workflows you've got, again, something that IT or we, Rapid Circle, can give you a hand with. Now, if you like the ability in Outlook to be able to select all and mark as read, then you'll be able to do similar in Microsoft Teams, but without having to select all. You'll just be able to click the dots at the top of your activity feed and click mark all as read, and that's it. And then you can just go back to doing whatever you wanted to do. This is rolling out mid-May to late June. Now, unfortunately, no picture here, but currently in a Microsoft Teams meeting, you can actually update your lobby policy of a meeting for the people I invite, but unfortunately, that does not reflect people in a distribution list if you've invited those to a meeting. Whereas with this new update, you will actually be able to add a distribution list to your list of invited people and give the ability for people in that distribution list to bypass the lobby if you are using that feature in your meeting options. And if you didn't know that was a feature, what a good day for you today. So yeah, this is rolling out mid to late May. Now, also in the world of Microsoft Teams, previously the search only searched across things like the app name, the publisher name, and any keywords that were mentioned in the app manifest or its properties. Whereas the updated search now also includes searching across these short and long descriptions, as well as category names, and basically allows you to find stuff that's maybe more relevant to you. Now, additionally, the search results will actually be ordered to match the closest relevance to your query, and also will cater for your typos. So helping you find the things that you thought you were looking for, but actually weren't looking for. This is rolling out early May to late June. Now, meeting category insights in Viva Insights, because we're done with Teams, well, they're still technically on Teams, and we're over to Viva now, because that's the other thing that we all talk about. Soon I'll be talking about Copilot nonstop as well. But meeting category insights in the Viva Insights app, that's what happens when you get on a soapbox, will help people who are licensed for Viva Insights to see how they're allocating their time across various meeting categories. Now, today, the feature, this particular categorization feature, only uses the categories that are manually assigned by people in Outlook and Teams when they're using that category feature. Whereas in this upcoming update, the meeting category insights will also show automatically meetings based on the meeting size, the cadence, and number of people in the meeting, as well as their duration. Now, these categories will only show up in the Viva Insights app and will not reflect in any Outlook or Teams categories. They're purely for reporting to know where you're spending your time. Now, unfortunately, it's not smart enough to say, was this meeting worthwhile, not worthwhile? Maybe Intelligent Meeting Recap can help us with that. Now, this is rolling out to Viva Insights licensed users early to late May. Now, if you use Viva Topics in your organization, then soon there will be a Topic Center experience available as a Teams app. You may be wondering, if you are using Topics, hang on, we already have such an app. Then it's quite possible that IT built their own and published it. Whereas what will be happening is Microsoft will be replacing that with an actual Viva Topics app that they built. This is rolling out late April to mid-May. And that is it for keeping in sync with Microsoft 365 this week.